What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute since I've been on here, but I had something on my mind. I just got off work on my break, so I'm about to drive home. One thing that's on my mind is that gets me the most is that people are afraid of change. I mean, that is something that we cannot stop. Change is gonna always be here. People are afraid to get older. They're afraid to age. They're afraid to do anything different. Everything is changing all the time. The seasons change, people change, our age change. I mean, our looks change, our hair change. And I guess what I'm getting at is people sit here and try to be young forever. I have gray hair in my head, but I'm not trying to dye it black. My hair is not black, but I'm not trying to dye it. Um, I mean, I may have some crow's feet or whatever under my eyes or whatnot, but the thing about that is, I'm not trying to tighten that up. I'm not trying to change it. And, it just tripped me out on how people are afraid to age. They're afraid of change. And I'm like, embrace that shit. I saw my aunt one time. She was 29. And, right up here at the front, the top, she had a lot of gray. And I would see her get the tweezers and pluck those gray hairs out. And I was looking like, just accept that shit. I had to been about, oh my God, 13 or so. I may have been like 13, 11, 12 or something like that. But anyway, I was like, damn, just accept the fact that you're not 15 anymore. You're getting older. And, and just take it with stride. I mean, we all have to go through that unless you kill your damn self. We all have to go through that. And I started getting gray hair, I say about 30. I had probably like one strand, one little strand. And when I was 37, they all start coming in. So now, since I'm about to be 41, I got them, sprinkled all around the head, but, my hair's not fully gray. And people are like, are you going to dye your hair? I'm like, hell no. For what? I mean, this is something that's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure that we can, get some, eat food with the right amount of nutrients in it, like copper and stuff like that, to slow the graying process. I mean, I know it's like a nutrient deficiency, but the thing about it is, instead of us trying to hide our hair with the color and shit, let's just make up in our minds that, hey, things are changing. I am not the same age I was, 10 years ago. I don't even think like I did 10 years ago. Everything is changing. And I think that is a law. That is a law of change. And a lot of people don't embrace the law of change. And we violating that law when we sit here and, try to tighten up our skin or dyeing the hair black and whatever color you want it to be, and pulling up the boobs and um, getting rid of ribs and shit like that. That's absurd. My great grandmother, she died when she was 90, and I would look at her and I was like, wow, this woman here done lived through a lot, done seen a lot, done been through a lot, and she had a lot of wisdom to share with me. And I was thinking, once I get her age, I would love to pass down the wisdom to the young kids. I would love that. I would absolutely love to do that. And I would love to say, you know what? I've lived my life. I've seen all these changes that came about, and now it's time for you to live yours. And I can give people advice. It's almost like you can see the same things that you did when you was young in those youngsters. They thinking what they doing is new, but at the same time you be like, no, I done that shit back in some years. So nothing is really new under the sun. We just give it a different name. But my thing is, if you have it in your head that you're old, then things will start happening. You know, when people say old, they see like a person walking with a cane, bent over, they can barely get around. Um, the memory is shot to hell and stuff like that. And I just say older or mature because we're not old, you know. So I want to slap the shit out of people who sit there and say they're old, and I'd be like, well, how old are you? If you say you're old, oh, I'm 21. You are young. You are still a baby. Why are you considering yourself old? I never did that. When I was 21, I was like, I'm young. I'm like, I'm young. I am young. When I was 21, I just felt like, hey, I'm still young. I still got a lot to do before I settle down and, buy a home or have kids or, get a career. I was young. But these kids now, man, they trying to be 80 years old at the age of 20. And I'm like, that's some fucking bullshit. Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. That's the number one thing that we all have a challenge with is loving ourselves. We don't love ourselves like we're supposed to. If we love ourselves, we can accept ourselves. And we accept the changes that come about. Everything changes. The seasons change, the weather change, people change, our looks change, our age change. Everything changes. Everything. If you look at TV, which I don't like looking at a lot, every year there's a different car. Same car, but different features. Some of them may have a different look. They may have something added to it. They may take that car out the market, put a different one in the market. It's always change. So we have to learn how to accept change and learn these spiritual laws because that's important. Learn these laws, accept change, learn and look up the spiritual law of change. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. And my mom, she was the type that she wanted people to always stay the same. You can't stay the same. You got to grow. I mean, if I stayed the same as I was a child, then I would not be on here making videos talking about law of change. It doesn't make sense. We have to change. I mean, that is just how it is here. And people accept change. Accept that, hey, you put on a few pounds. Okay? You can always get that off, but don't try to be skinny as a fucking toothpick. Come on. You might have been a toothpick when you was 15, but, you're older now and you're going to fill out. And you're not going to look right being the same size you was when you was 15. You're just not going to look right. You're going to look sick. So, people, let's accept change and learn how to accept ourselves, first of all. Accept ourselves, learn how to love ourselves and take care of ourselves. And with the change, there's older people that look good, look better than they did when they was young. You be like, damn, you fat. Well, how was you looking when you was young? See them young pictures, be like, oh, I'm glad you aged because, man, you look good. So just accept change and just be happy with yourself. And, do some studying and reading upon the spiritual laws and look up the spiritual law of change, and get yourself educated and stop trying to keep up with the trends because this shit is killing people. This shit is putting people in the fucking graveyard. Tightening up the skin and getting, the breast reductions and getting implants and shit like that. Changing your whole face, plastic surgery and all this old crap. Trying to look young, end up looking like a goddamn cat. Meow. But anyway, anyway, just love yourself and accept the change and accept that you're getting older and just and be happy with yourself. Because the more you try to nip and cut and this and that, the more you're gonna have problems accepting that. So, holla at your girl. I'll make another video pretty soon. Peace.